G'day there once again viewers, this is your mate Kamikaze78 here, come to you guys with some more Planetside 2 content. So folks, as of last week on November 21st, Planetside 2 celebrated its 3rd birthday, and to join in on the celebration, I wanted to quickly list down the 5 reasons as to why I continue to, and why anyone who hasn't played it should try Planetside 2. You have to keep in mind that this is a great game that provides a totally unique experience that no other FPS on the market can accomplish, and even 3 years after its release, it is still seeing an active development team pushing it to new heights and an amazing community captivated around it, making it still an awesome game to jump into. So, no more stalling, it's time we jump into the 5 reasons as to why I continue to play and why you should try Planetside 2. Number 5. Planetside 2 is without a shadow of a doubt the best and most satisfying simulation of a large-scale war on a large battlefield. Ever wanted to fight alongside armies of players, all the while going against armies of other players in an open-world experience without downtimes? This is the game for you. Planetside 2 organizes its player base across 3 factions, all fighting for control over 4 continents that are 64 squared kilometers in size on the planet of Araxis. In short, you'll have the Freedom Fighter New Conglomerate faction, the Authority-driven Terran Republic faction, and the Scientific faction, known as the Vanu Sovereignty, fighting over the swamp continent of Hossen, the desert continent of Indar, the snow continent of Esamir, and the lush continent of Amarish. So, just how big is large scale, Cammy? I hear you all asking. Well, imagine 2,000 people, yeah, you heard me right, 2,000 people all fighting for territory on one of these continents, and with 4 continents on a planet, or a server, this is effectively 8,000 players on one server fighting for their faction. Now that is a large-scale war at its finest. You can be truly reminded just how great this game can really be when you're fighting another faction over a crucial facility to control the area, combined arms of infantry, ground vehicles, and aircraft, all coming into play to slog your enemies out of the territory, only for the 3rd faction to rock up and change the battlefield entirely. It's an amazing experience. Number 4. No 2 sessions in Planetside 2 will feel similar to one another. Planetside 2 is not sorted into rounds or matches, it is a continuous battle that lives on long after you log out of the game after serving your duty for your faction. You could log out after having the map look a certain way, only to return for the map to be completely and utterly different, changing up what objectives you are faced with on the fly. You can never truly guess what the map is going to look like when you log back in territory control wise. The flow of the battle also changes on a daily basis at the very least, with new lanes of attack or defense being opened every time you find yourself fighting at an individual base. The open world also allows for new tactics and methods of reaching objectives, meaning that every fight is going to operate differently and is at the complete mercy of the players on the battlefield and their corresponding strategies. Rules are not known in the warfare on Araxis. Every fight and every session you log into in Planetside 2 is going to feel unique one way or another. Number 3. Planetside 2 may be the best simulation of a future war on the market to this day, but regardless, this doesn't mean that the community is out to get each other's throats outside of their engagements in-game. The Planetside 2 community is one of the best that I have run into for the most part. Every community may have its bad eggs who are around to simply troll everybody and make everyone else's day a little bit harder, but when it comes to the majority, the Planetside 2 community is as solid as they get. Need to know something about the game that the frankly shithouse tutorial forgets to explain? Ask someone on the forums or on Reddit. Need to find a group of players to squad up with on a regular basis? There are plenty of outfits with different playstyles to join and to enjoy. A common opinion amongst the Planetside 2 community is that the game is best played with some friends, and the best way to make new friends in this ongoing war is through finding an outfit and joining up with them. There is nothing quite like steamrolling into an enemy base with 48 of your friends, holding onto that capture point down to the wire against onslaughts of enemy forces. It's a truly awesome moment. Number 2, Planetside 2 is a sandbox game that prides itself on giving players the tools allowing them to accomplish a common goal in many ways to entertain them on an individual level. What's that? You want to capture a base using an entire squad of stalker cloak infiltrators that have nothing but knives? You can do that. Want to roll a convoy of battle sunderers like something out of the Mad Max film and steamroll your way through a continent? You can do that. Planetside 2 is never short of ways to have fun, with new things to try around every corner, whether it be a new loadout, vehicle, strategy, playstyle, or anything of the above. You are going to be in for a treat with the amount of things to try out. Not only are there countless weapons and upgrades to invest your hard-earned certs into, but you can then go forth to mix and match those upgrades to create anything from the most effective to the most stupid yet hilarious builds out there. The battlefield and experience within Planetside 2 is what you make of it. It's like a blob of Play-Doh, waiting for you to mold into something that you, and only you, will think is special. Number 1. Now, let's say that all of this isn't enough to impress you thus far, and you're still looking for that kicker to give this game a run for its money. Well, what if I told you that you don't have to give this game a run for its money because it is completely free? That's right, you get all of this for free. Now, I know the first thing that people will think when they hear free to play is that the game must suddenly become pay to win so that the devs can financially support themselves, but that is nowhere near the case with Planetside 2. You can get through this game quite comfortably without investing a single dime, and whilst you can pay real money to unlock weapons, keep in mind that weapons in this game are balanced so that they are side grades of one another. They get better at one aspect only to get worse at the next. So, in all seriousness, what could your excuse possibly be? Just jump on in and you will be able to give this game a go without having to feel guilty about the capacity of your wallet. And folks, with all that said, that is going to conclude today's top 5 reasons as to why you should play. I do hope that today's video was enjoyable and possibly a little bit informative. Maybe you find yourself downloading Planetside 2 as we speak, or maybe you're an experienced veteran of Planetside 2 that agrees with these points that I have raised here today. Either way guys, a backhanding of that like button is going to be greatly appreciated, and if you find yourself backhanding that like button and you're new to the channel, why don't you go around and backhand that subscribe button whilst you're at it. Your feedback is as per always appreciated in the comments section down below folks, and if you're at all keen in following me via my social media, then the relevant links are in the description down below also. Once again folks, I hope you enjoyed today's video, peace out, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good one.